Hey guys, hey my loves. Spiritually Savage coming. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm hoping you're finding something valuable to take away on your journey, on your path that will help you in some way. I am still in the midst of mine, but I'm at a different point within myself on this journey, okay? And so the lesson I learned today was if you are an empath and you are surrounded by people that don't get you, number one, have empathy for them and for yourself because you guys are living out a pattern that you didn't know you signed up for. And I say you signed up for because you were born here and you had a part in participating your own individual life path. You are on this path, and what you are experiencing right now are situations with people, places, and things that are geared to get you to the point where you are on your divine spiritual path, okay? No matter what religion you are, no matter what color you are, okay? Doesn't matter. If you believe in God, then you are here for a reason. It doesn't matter. I promise you, no matter what you were taught growing up, it doesn't matter. There is a God, and he's known by many names, but he's still just one. When the Tower of Babel happened, we were split into tongues. Yeah, it made it hard. I believe that our mission here on earth is to come together as one. We all have human bodies, but we are all not human, and that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as you have empathy and sympathy and compassion for your fellow human being. That's it. You shouldn't want to see no one suffer at all. And so what brought me here is something that I experienced today. And if you are an empath and you're on this journey and you are surrounded by people that don't get you, and for whatever reason, y'all are beefing, there's strife, there's confusion, there's hurt feelings, there's, unsupportiveness, whatever your issue may be, whatever you are going through, right? One, have compassion for yourself and for those that are around you. But two, which is really should be number one, but I want you to get that in your head first before I tell you number two. But number two is actually number one, and you'll understand why. As an empath and a person that has a big heart, you never know when to quit, okay? You never know. And I say that meaning when someone is in need, you will deplete yourself in order to help others out. And that is very noble, but it is not very wise, and it is not godlike, because God does want us to help our people. Your family, your same thing, but your neighbors, co-workers, all, yes, we are supposed to help each other, but not to the detriment of ourselves. And we've been programmed to do that by our upbringing, by our surroundings, by what we watch, by what we listen to, by what we ate. All that played a factor into why you are here right now in this position that you are in. Yes, it may seem as if outside forces, i.e., your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your pastor, whatever the case may be, you are still at the core of it responsible for yourself and your own actions. That goes for children too. No matter your age, you are responsible for your own actions. So you are responsible for how you respond to any given situation. I'm going through that now, okay? But the one thing that I will say, number two, is you have to heal yourself if you want to help those that are around you. That's why I say it should be number one. Because first you have to heal yourself, and then you can heal those around you. okay? You can't bring them along the journey of your healing process. Because what I'm recognizing, what I'm realizing is, well, that was 2 years ago, so this is reflection time. And all the way up until that point, I'm trying to teach folks as I'm learning, which can be very confusing to most, okay? But you can't teach what you have not healed. And as I was preaching to them, they recognized in me, whether they was able to verbalize it or not, that I didn't have the righteousness to, even though what I was saying was right, I wasn't righteousness because I wasn't practicing what I was preaching, okay? I didn't realize that. Understand, this is all reflection. So I say all that to say, if you find yourself in a situation where you want to help those that are around you, you are going to have to remove yourself from the situation. I'm just now coming to that realization, and I'm okay with it. I didn't used to be. I used to fight it, right? But I get it now. I understand it now. Because understand, as long as you are within the framework of that situation that is causing you strife, as long as you're in the middle of it, you will always be the scapegoat for any anger, any frustration, anything. No matter if you are at fault or not. And 9 times out of 10, you are not at fault because all you want to do is help, okay? That's all you want to do. You just want to help. And it's going to be difficult. I ain't going to lie. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be worth it. I have yet to do it. I'm still here, but I have a different perspective. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. None of that stuff. I used to be. And I used to voice it angrily and mad. But actuality, I wasn't really angry. My feelings was just hurt. Yeah, they were just hurt. And I didn't have the emotional intelligence of myself to recognize that that's all it was. Not saying that that's a minimum, because it's not. But the way I expressed it came out angrily. And I'm going to raise my hand first to let you know that it doesn't matter if your message is a great message. If the lesson you're trying to teach is an absolute most important one, okay? That doesn't matter at all. If it comes across judgmental, which is anger, sarcastic, all that stuff, it has to come across with love. And today has taught me that with a couple of conversations. And I am grateful to come here to this point, to be able to convey this message to you in your time of need. And I just learned this today. No BS. I just learned this today. So we must begin to unravel who we are, but you got to get down to the center of it. And I know you want to hear your folks. I do. I know you do. But you have got to come to the realization. And I had to see it in print twice from 2 different sources, and it was almost the exact same quote. So no one told me this. This is something I've come across, but I have come to accept it because I look at the motivational speakers around me and the people that I consider great teachers and all that stuff. I look at them and I study them, and what I said is accurate. Those that you want to help, you cannot be surrounded by, because they will always look at you as if you are a mirror to them. And if they are not doing the same exact things that you are doing or on along those lines, it will come across as judgment, even if that's not how you intend it to be, okay? It will come across as judgment. And that's not your intentions, but that is how they are perceiving it, especially if you are not saying it correctly, like I wasn't. I wasn't. And I just saw a mirror held up in front of me, not who I am today, but who I was growing up until a couple of years ago. And I watched someone mimic me, not knowing, because of course they are young and still have some growing to do. But I had to impart this lesson because I learned it and I understand the role I played in how they respond. So I take ownership of that. I've done it in private to each individual in my life, right? And so now I'm telling you that because understand you have to look within yourself first. And that's part of your healing process. That's why I say you have to heal too, because you have played a part in where you are at. If you're anything like me, then you're very strong, you're very opinionated, but you're also very loving and caring and loyal. To some people, that is a great mixture. To some, it is something to envy, not knowing why though, because those qualities get you very far in life because those are foundational things. Those are not surface things. Those are not surface things. Okay? But there is a part of you that may have come across in a very controlling way. If you're anything like me, okay? But I'm here to tell you that there is hope. There is love, peace, and joy on the other side. Even with the people that you have conflict with. Conflict is meant for us to grow. Understand, I am just now learning this. I am 45 years old and I am just now learning this in the past couple of years, okay? So, no matter how old you are, you can be from 3 to 93. Listen to the message. Just sit with it for a minute and see what role. Do you find anything that I have said about myself in any of your characteristics? Then if you do, you may not. You may not. It may be something else. But understand, we all have a role we play in the life that we are in right now and the situations we are in right now. And I am just now coming to grips with mine. God sat me down for 2 whole years. 2 whole years. He sat me down by myself in a room in my sister's house for me to finally get me. Because I didn't get me. And now that I get me, I get everybody around me. And I'm so okay with that. God opened my eyes. And I'm okay with that because they are part of the growing lessons learned here. But we all have a responsibility to each other. But first, we have a responsibility to ourselves. So I say all that to say, love and heal yourself first, and then love and heal your family second from a distance. And it will be okay. I promise. Love, peace, and light. Namaste. Mazel tov. Ashe. I love you guys. Have a good one.